Oh me, oh my, look at the time. It's time for the Raiders Not Haters show.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, Raiders Not Haters show. I'm your host, Pat Garcia, coming to you from Großkreuzenberg, Germany, which is located 28 kilometers from Aschaffenburg. And we have been having off and on thunder showers today.
And I'm also your co-host, John Podlaski, coming to you from Sterling Heights, Michigan, which is located about 20 miles northeast of downtown Detroit. The spring began on Tuesday. Opening day of professional baseball season's only around the corner. I mentioned to Pat before the show started, we had our 5 inches of snow yesterday. Uh, so happy spring.
Unbelievable. This show is called Raiders Not Haters because we do not troll books. We rate books honestly.
Would like to acknowledge those of you in the audience. Hello, everybody, and thanks for being with us. We've got a wonderful show planned for you today.
We'd love for you to chime in with your own opinion of today's featured title, only the featured title, especially if you read it or if you have questions for the author. This segment of Raiders Not Haters is being sponsored by our second 30-day blogging challenge. This challenge is ongoing until the end of this month. So be sure to drop in and enjoy those interesting blog posts from Nani, Wanda, Joy, and Carl, and myself.
Today, we're sharing our honest opinion of Joyful Pussycat Tales by Joy Lilly. I got the copy hanging up here.
Oh.
So here's my review. Joyful Pussycat Tales by Joy and Lily tells the story of 5 rescued cats. Told from their point of view, each tells what life was like with their new adopted home. They talk about their loving foster parents and how they sometimes overlooked their mischievous ways or rejected gifts they brought in from the outside. They all have different personalities, which are clear in their stories. The cats arrived in the household over a period of several years, and after reading the author's bio, it's safe to assume that these felines are her own, and that she's sharing how they came to reside in her home. Each story will result in a smile. Joyful Pussycat Tales is a perfect book for readers of all ages. I'll give my copy to my granddaughter so she can practice and then later read it to me. I'd like to add that this book is not available in the ebook version, which might turn off many potential buyers. Making it also available as an ebook could significantly increase sales. You may also want to consider making the printed book smaller so there are fewer blank pages in between the covers. Note, the back cover has a typo which should be corrected, but I'll still give this book 4 stars. So Pat, how about sharing your review with us?
I'm very interested. You could not find an ebook copy, and that was exactly the opposite for me, John. Okay, thank you. Here's my review. Joyful Pussycat Tales are 5 flash fiction stories about cats who find their new homes. I say flash fiction because each cat tells his own story. So you see the events of finding a new home or getting comfortable in a new home from the cat's viewpoint. The title describes what kind of tales the stories are. It is the perfect book for small children learning to read and adults if they like cats. However, I highly recommend it for children. One thing that bothered me was the ebook publication. I had the Kindle version, and the fonts were very tiny. Thus, I decided to buy the print version. However, the print version was not offered on Amazon Germany. Also, the ebook I purchased on Amazon Germany was no longer available. I don't know what happened there. I hope the ebook comes back with a much larger font. I gave Joyful Pussycat 4 stars.
We do have some notes here in the chat box. Lisa Karazian is traveling and can't join us today. Yvette
Okay.
Claro is headed out on her vacation. I believe she's going on a cruise.
Yes, she is.
And we'll catch the archive later. And Nani's not with us this morning, having a medical scan at the hospital. She sends her best.
Okay. And Karen Black said she read the delightful short book, and as a cat lover, absolutely enjoyed the tale. That's very, very interesting. Is Joy in the audience?
Don't see her.
Okay, she's not in the audience. Has anybody, well, Karen, you have read the book. Has anybody else read the book? Karen, would you like to tell us your idea or how you felt about the book? And did you read the print version or did you read the ebook version?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm having computer issues, so if I black out here, I will try to sign back in, but right now it seems stable. Yes, I did read the book. I read it right after it came out, and I read the ebook version. I was able to get it on Kindle. I understand it's not there anymore, but I thought it was delightful. Now, everybody knows I adore cats. I include cats in a lot of my books. I also include animal thoughts, and I talk to animals for my deck. So reading stories about the life of a cat told through the eyes of a cat was something that just thoroughly delighted me. It's clear that each cat had a personality. They had their own ways of dealing with things. I think that it probably is more of a children's book, unless like me, you like talking critters and adore cats. So I would recommend it definitely as a children's book. I read it a while ago, and I don't remember if I gave it 3 or 4 stars. But I know that
that's not so important. But you read it and you enjoyed it. I saw it.
I absolutely did.
I saw it as a children's book also. I would not recommend it for to an adult. I would have to ask the adult first, do you really love cats? How much do you love cats? And then I would say, okay, read the book. But I definitely came away thinking this is a children's book.
Yeah, I mean, if you like
it's very good for them to read. Like John said, he wanted to read it to have his granddaughter read it to him.
Yeah, exactly. I think his granddaughter would probably love it. I know mine will when she's old enough to understand. Pat, I think that I agree with you. It's more of a children's book unless you're an adult that really likes cats and talking to animals. So that's my 2 cents worth.
Oh, thank you, Karen. Thank you very much. I see Marion said she's not read the book, and she also wishes Nani good wishes for her medical scan, and that she has good results. Thank you, Marion, very, very much. Paula, she will pass all of the good wishes to Nani to make sure she gets them. Anybody else read Joyful Pussycat Tales. I'm sorry that Joy is not here. So if you have any questions about the book, you would have to hold those questions till or write her or an email, write it on her blog, and I'm quite sure she would answer them. Oh, I just see a note from Shirley. She said she haven't read the book yet. Don't see an ebook version. That is a problem that I maybe Joy is working on right now. I know there's not an ebook version on Amazon Germany, and there's not a print version on Amazon Germany. So she's probably taking it away. I'm not sure, but she answered that question. If you go on her blog, Shirley, she can tell you what's happening with that.
Well, it's too bad she's not here, so we can talk to her.
Well, that's the surprise of our shows, not letting the guests know ahead of time so that if they don't show up, they miss out on the opportunity. But if they do show up on our shows every month, they may be surprised when we go ahead and state that we're reviewing their books.
You're right, John. And I know that better than anybody, having been a host before. So I know it happens a lot.
Okay, then. Once again, today's show is being sponsored by RRBC's second 30-day blogging challenge. Please get by before it ends to share your thoughts on the posts. There are some really interesting posts that are being posted. Very interesting. They really juggle your brain. Right, Carl?
Yeah, and don't forget too that those who read and comment have an opportunity to win an Amazon gift card. So make sure that if you visit the blog sites and you read through it, leave a comment. Even if it's short, doesn't matter.
Even
okay,
if
Pat.
Okay.
I think we're about out of time.
Excuse me, can Shirley tell us what's on her t-shirt?
Oh, her cries are heard. It's about I went to an event where they were selling these to get donations for this organization, and it just touched me, because we have so many women who are in trouble, through abuse or rape or a whole bunch of stuff. So this organization, they were selling these T-shirts, and I fell in love with it. It just breaks my heart thinking about it sometimes, what some women go through.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. That's why I wanted to know what it was from. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Shirley.
I hadn't even noticed it. Okay, so now John was going to say that it's about time.
We are just about out of time. There are no further comments in the whatever you call that thing on the side. I'd like to once again thank everybody in the Zoom audience for joining us this month on our Raters Not Haters show. You all make these shows very special, and we want you to know how much we appreciate your support.
Thanks, JP. Most importantly, we want to thank those of you who attend our shows every month. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That cannot be underestimated. It's really a joy to know that you guys are going to be there when you're here every month. You make our day.
There was just a flash note that popped up from Paula that next month we're going to review 4 books. So we hope to see more people join us.
4 books?
Wow, That's going to be busy.
That's a shock. I didn't know that. No.
Neither did I.
You have your work cut out for you.
No, we got a correction of 4 books on our book of the month discussion.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay, I was going to say John and I will be reading, and we have to see you all there at the book of the month discussion for the books that we will be discussing. So,
So- well, don't forget to go out and purchase your copy of today's reviewed book, Joyful Pussycat Tales by Joy M. Lilly. I got
mhm.
my
I may get
printed
the paper.
version.
I think I'll get the paperback because I can give it to a child, or I don't have any. I don't. The youngest one is 14, so I guess I don't know what the age group is for this. Any age, I guess.
If you like cats, it's any age.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm John
So,
Podlaski
friends,
signing off from the Zoom studios.
1 minute, my dear John, JP. We don't want to forget to let the people know if you miss this show or any show that it will be in the archives of RRBC. And right now we're hanging behind getting them all up so that you can see them, but we're working on it. And they will all be on our RBC archive. So just encourage yourselves and encourage others who talk about it. Let them know the show's coming. We haven't forgotten them. Okay?
So until then, please be a raider.
And I am Pat Garcia signing out. Also from our nice Rave Wave studio. And he, as John said, don't be a hater. But and I'm saying, because we don't hate books, we rate books.
Bye, all. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Thank you.
Good job, Pat.